The Grillaz on the Rebel.
Saturday, Scotty and I having the best time in the studio as usual.
We always do. Howdy, howdy.
We always do, mate. We're joined today, very excited about this, mate. I'm going to be honest with you. By the head, the owner of BBQ Mafia. It's Gareth Dosser in the studio. Gareth, thanks for joining us, mate.
How are we, guys? Thanks for having me.
We're very well. Very well. Since I'm not lying when I said I'm excited. I've been looking at your menu and your gaff in general. I mean, it's pretty spectacular, mate.
Especially the brisket he brought in for us to try
and
later
he's brought
on.
some brisket
Yeah.
in. How lucky are we?
Yeah, it's a little icebreaker with the brisket, mate. We always sort of do that.
We
bring it
love
along.
that.
It's like a business card.
It is. People are more excited to see our food than they are to see us normally. So
No,
I'm
mate. I
very
mean,
excited to see
come
them.
on. I'm very excited to see you as well, obviously.
Yeah.
Barbecue Mafia. Are you a gangster?
No, we aren't. And no, I'm not Sicilian. So that's the first few questions that we get asked.
Fair enough. What about the history then, mate? So what got you into the barbecue world? You've got some spectacular stuff going on. Has it always been an interest of yours of the past?
It has. I've always had an interest in barbecue, but it wasn't until I met the co-owner, Andrew Wallaker. We sort of worked together in a previous life, and he got me sparked. He sparked my interest with the barbecue. American Pitmasters, barbecue Pitmasters on 7.3 used to play on at all hours of the morning. That's what we were watching, and we're thinking, what are these guys doing with this meat, these cuts of meat, and what is this smoking? And we sort of bought a smoker and fumbled our way through the first few and cooked at each other's houses, and that sparked the barbecue mafia.
Yeah,
Perfect. Tell me a little bit about the Radar Hill smokers, the Don and the Bone Collector, your two smokers.
They were original smokers. They were made in Brisbane, Redcliffe, by one of our good mates, Rob. He's not making them anymore, so they're collector's items. We've got those two sitting at the restaurant. They're never going to be sold, but they're reverse flow smokers, traditional American style smokers, and they were our first two that we sort of started on, competed, went around in competitions, competed, did catering gigs, did pop-ups around Brisbane where 500-600 people would turn up and we'd cater brisket rolls and all sorts of stuff to them. So yeah.
So what do you use now?
We use Bullock Head Creeks, which are made in Brisbane as well at Carroll Park. They're big, just direct flow, and that's just the firebox at one end and the chimney at the other end. That's the direct flow smokers that we use. They're traditional Texas style ones as well. And we've got a little Boss Hog smoker that's made out of Laidley. So we try and look after the local guys that are fabricating smokers around southeast Queensland.
That's great.
You've expanded at a rate of knots, mate. I mean, you've got lots of merchandise going on. I've just popped my my old cap on just to get some.
You do look good in the Mafia hat, mate.
Mate, thank you. Yeah.
He thinks he's a gangster.
I used to be a gangster when I was a kid. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a great venue. Tell the listeners why should they come up to Coorparoo to see your venue and sample the food because it looks spectacular.
Yeah, well, we're really, really proud of where we are. And I mean, I used to play at Coorparoo Footy Club, and that's the sort of relationship I had for us to get there. But through COVID, we just teamed up with the Footy Club to find a kitchen that we could pop up out of and cook and smoke and serve Brisbane. So we co-share with them now. They take the bar takings, we look after all the food. And it's really sticking to that traditional Texas style. Like if you've been to Texas, the best barbecue is not in a 5-star restaurant, fine dining. It's on the side of the road, in a truck stop, in a servo, in a park with a caravan and a smoker, essentially. So we wanted to stay true to that Texas style barbecue, and that's what you can expect. You've got an awesome little view of the city. You can watch your kids play footy or run around on the ground. Really relaxed dining, get a big share platter and
eat some great meat.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly,
ribs, brisket, we've got it all.
It looks so good. It really does. You said about COVID. I've talked to numerous people who, on occasions, COVID was a lot of the time it was detrimental to business as it caused a lot of shit for a lot of people. But it kind of inspired you, I guess, then with your business. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, I reckon it made our business. To be honest, at the start we were really scared. We opened in November before COVID, so 3 months before. We were actually absolutely shitting ourselves when the lockdown, come into effect, the first one. But it taught us to be flexible and be fluid with our business, and that's where we come up with pre-ordering on the website, buying whole briskets that have been smoked and chilled and cryovac so you can reheat them at home, all that sort of stuff. So a lot of our good ideas were sparked from that COVID. So for me, I didn't actually mind COVID.
Yeah,
there was just a couple of us working. It was good margin. You knew what you were cooking, and it was really, really good for our business and set us up for where we are now, I think, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know Scotty's just touched on these, but I looked at a few of your sources. I love a a gravy. I think it's a Northern English thing. We're just obsessed with gravy. I don't know what it is, but you got the Wagyu Yellowtail gravy mix. Is that one of your big sellers?
It is. That's one of our biggest, and I actually didn't bring you any, which I'm spewing now that I
come
know
on,
you.
Gareth. Jesus,
I'm
get
gonna
with the
express
program.
post it down from Brisbane for you.
I'm only kidding, joking.
I'm not. No word of a lie. It is the best gravy you'll ever taste in your life. It's sparked from our Wagyu briskets that we cook. All that rendered fat and tallow that we get out of that. We sent to our food scientists, and they turned it into this powdered gravy that you can turn, 2 minutes in the microwave, and you got the best gravy.
So what's the yellowtail part of it?
It's the actual tallow.
Okay.
So tallow, that rendered fat is turned into tallow.
Okay.
So Wagyu tallow. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Wagyu tallow gravy. But we wanted to make it easy. 2 tablespoons with 250 mils of water in your microwave, or you can do it on the, you can do pan juices and do it in the barbecue if you want.
Yeah.
But something that's nice and quick and easy at home for mum and dad, and still get that awesome Wagyu flavour.
Well, I think I'm going to do that. The pre-packed brisket and plus the Wagyu gravy, and
Oh,
I'm
how
done.
good.
I'm done.
Go on.
We try and make it easy for everyone. We don't want to make it too hard, and we can do all the hard work for you.
Cool.
I'm going to throw something else in now, Gareth. Have you heard of Yorkshire puddings, mate?
I have heard of Yorkshire puddings. I've never had one, though.
Oh, stop, really?
No.
You're not missing much.
Your food with this gravy, Yorkshire puddings are absolutely made for it. So what I'll try and do, I'm shit, I can't do a Yorkshire pudding, but my partner who's Australian has learned how to cook the best Yorkshire pudding, so I'll get her to make some and we can sample it together. And it might, you never know, it might take off.
Yeah,
you just
I'm
never know.
looking forward to that. It sounds good. Yorkshire pudding just sounds yum.
It is. It's weird. It's like a savoury dish, and it goes with meat and gravy and everything.
Okay.
But I've got this idea of making it because it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Not describing it well at all, but it kind of expands from flour and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm great. I am really
listen
good
to the chef
to
over
the
there.
chef. Yeah.
You had me at flour. I love it.
But I think you could do a sweet version of it, and I've got this idea of putting jam and cream in Yorkshire puddings and stuff. So anyway, watch this space.
Just with your hot sauces, do you guys manufacture those?
We
do. You get them done?
They're all our recipes stem from either our competing days or our restaurant. So we hang our hat on that sort of stuff. We don't just, have this recipe come across our table and put our name on it.
Yeah.
A lot of our stuff, it all gets made in Browns Plains in Brisbane, so in a warehouse out there. We just pretty much, if we got something that works in the restaurant, we reverse engineer it and put it in a bottle and let the consumer have it.
Yeah, good.
And that's you said off air previously that that's your kind of bag at the moment. You focus on the sauces and your partner does more in the restaurant.
Yep.
Is it going well, the sauces? Are you really kind of finding the traction and getting the online sales going?
They're going really, really well, and we have stockists and online sales. There's a lot of Australian companies, which is good. I reckon it's good for business. A lot of Australian companies doing barbecue sauces and barbecue spices and rubs and stuff like that now. But we've got an established name. We were one of the first guys to do it in Australia. So, we're in the big green hardware store. But we've also got a range that goes into the Weber stores like the JK Barbecues of the world as well. And we absolutely spruiked that this is Australian made, stems from our competition and restaurant days, and it's going really well.
I love it because it's a competitive market, but
it is.
Your competitors, a lot of them are Australian made too, which I really do enjoy. I love that because instead of bringing all the stuff you see in the supermarkets and everything from the US, let's just stick to the Australian stuff.
Absolutely.
Back in the day when we were competing, we had to import all our rubs and sauces from the US, and we have to wait for them to come over. So that's how I think it grew. We started making our own, and
you don't know what's in it either.
No, you don't. You don't. So some of the stuff that's coming out of Australia is unbelievable. Guys are going over there and winning competitions, which we sort of started, and. It's really good to see their products, and they're a competitor of mine, but I still love seeing good products come out of Australia. So
absolutely, so do we.
Yeah, we
love
do
sampling
too.
them, don't we? Gareth, are you happy to stay with us for the second part, the last part of the show? Lovely. Well, we might talk about what's coming next for Gareth Dawson, because I know you've got a lot of stuff going on with my friend Jay Skinner from JK Barbecue. There's lots going on, so in the last part of the show, we'll talk about that.
I'm going to sneak out for some brisket.
Let's go.
So am I.
The Grillaz on the Rebel.
It's the Grillaz, and it's almost time to wrap up the show, Scotty, for another week. They go so quickly.
Unfortunately, I know, but hey, getting thirsty, so it's good.
He's always thirsty. Always thirsty. But Gareth, I said we were going to talk about what's next for you. I know you've got a catering side of your business, which is going off its tits, to be honest, isn't it? It's going well.
We do. We've focused on the construction site catering in Brisbane. There's a lot going on, as you know, with the Olympics. There's towers going up everywhere. There's work sites popping up everywhere. So we're feeding all the construction workers lunch Wednesday to Fridays. and it's absolutely insane. We've put on 2 new guys just to focus on that side of the business. So we can create a relatively cheap sort of barbecue box that's cost effective, but also filling for the boys on site. So
okay, so you don't cook on site; they pre-order and you just deliver it.
Yeah, we don't cook on site. There's too much like H&R. What's it called? Workplace health and safety.
Yeah.
You can't take the smokers on site, and they're all unionised, so they don't like that sort of stuff. So we cook off site at Cooperoo, and then we've got hot boxes that run around in our utes that keep it piping hot.
Yeah.
We jump on site, serve up 300 boxes in about 45 minutes.
Yeah, wow.
In about 45 minutes, and away you go. The boys are happy, and we get off site and get out of their hair. So.
Well, there you go, building sites in the Goldie, get involved.
That's what, I was coming to that next. But imagine that. I mean, it's a hard job, isn't it, being a tradie? And you're out there, you're in the heat, or it's pissing it down with rain or whatever. But then at lunchtime, you get the BBQ Mafia coming in. It's just
we spoke about that. We drive past them sometimes and go, how the hell do they do that in the heat?
Yeah, we complain, don't we? We're leaving at lunchtime, off to the pub. We're like, oh, fuck it, that was a hard morning, 3 hours. But yeah.
They do smile when we come on site, when they see the Mafia trucks rock up, and they know they're getting fed some good brisket and pork, and we salads and rolls and all sorts of stuff we put in their boxes. So yeah, that's it helps them get through the day for sure.
So I know Jay Skinner lives down at Broadbeach near me. Is he kind of like helping you to kind of infiltrate the Gold Coast? Is that your plan? What you want to do next?
Jay's our spy down here. We're trying to infiltrate for sure. We're the Mafia, so we're trying to take over.
Exactly right. Exactly. I chose that word carefully.
There you go. No, but we're just trying to look at expanding down the Gold Coast. I'm in southern Brisbane. Jay's on the Gold Coast, so we'd be crazy not to. We offer a really, really good product that not many people can sort of duplicate. So. Why not? Let's have a crack, and I'd love to work down the Gold Coast a bit more. Why not?
I mean, it'd be perfect for weddings, everything. Just to get in. I'd love to do that. Go to a wedding, have some brisket or some smoked sausages or whatever, and just go. That would be an ultimate wedding for me.
Exactly right. It's the perfect food, isn't it? Speaking of food, I've been looking at the website, and I noticed this Bad Girl banana pudding. It sounds like one of Scotty's dates or something.
What are you saying? My wife's a bad
not
girl,
your,
or
not
she
your
a
current
banana?
wife? She's lovely. I can imagine some of the ones in the past would have been a bit dodgy. What's this Bad Girl banana pudding about?
We've collabed with her. She's a Gold Coast girl. Makes the best banana pudding we've ever tasted in our life, and it pairs well with barbecue. It's nothing better than a creamy dessert after some rich meats that you eat for lunch.
Yeah.
Never heard of a banana pudding.
No. You haven't?
No.
It's North American, so but it's getting very, very popular. We actually didn't buy enough last week. We bought 50 tubs and it sold out in a day.
Wow.
So we've bought a lot more this week. So get on it.
We will.
If you're going up to BBQ Mafia, get on it and pre-order it.
Absolutely.
But it pairs well with barbecue. You need something creamy and cold to cut through that rich barbecue at the end to finish off for sure.
And what is the best thing? Tell me, your best. I don't know, your number one sauce from your perspective, and also on your menu. What would you recommend if I'm going to go up this afternoon to Cooperoo? What am I going to be buying off the menu? I'm a burger man, by the way. Just saying.
To start with a sauce, our Mobster barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Really, really good table barbecue sauce. But we tasted a couple of nice fruity, sweet barbecue sauces in the US, and we sort of replicated a few of those and put it in our own sort of label. Really, really sweet, but really, really good for a glaze too. So you can glaze ribs like pork ribs and chicken with it as well.
Yeah.
So that's probably our best sauce. And best menu item, my favourite, you can't go past our birria tacos. Have you heard of birria tacos before?
I've seen them, and I don't know if I've had any before, but they look good.
Mexican street food, central Mexican street food, fried taco with used to be beef. They use beef shin traditionally. We just chuck in smoked brisket essentially, with a bit of cheese, a bit of chipotle cheddar cheese and onion and a bit of coriander if you like coriander. That's pretty polarizing coriander, but our birria tacos are our most popular item on the menu.
Awesome.
Really, really nice, smoky flavour, crispy taco, and then you dip it in the consomme at the end, and it's heaven.
And then just back to back to the sauces. It's interesting what you just said, because I always used to think sauces you kind of have to. You have to do a lot with them, and I was introduced to one a few weeks ago from Jason from Punk Rock Peppers Canero, Happy Canero, and I got home and I used it on some pasta, and then I'd poached some eggs. I used it on that, and I just literally through the next day used it on every meal because I loved the sauce. And that's the thing, the versatility of them is that you don't have to think, God, I've got to produce an epic meal. Like, you can actually use them with everything.
Yeah, and that's what we make. Our sauces are designed to be multi-use. We don't just have them as a table sauce for one item. We want to make sure you can use it. For instance, our ketchup that we have is a sweet ketchup. Yeah, you can use it on pies and chips, but we also use it as a pizza base as well, like a pizza-based sauce. And yeah, same as the mobster, goes really, really well with the glaze and sweetens up anything. You can toss it through pulled pork. But definitely that versatility. And Punk Rock Peppers, mate, I've tried their Happy Canero. That's absolutely unbelievable.
How good is it?
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so awesome product as well.
It's, one of the best things I've ever tasted. But as always, Scotty, on a Saturday afternoon, we are now starving.
Yes.
Thirsty, obviously. You're obviously thirsty. But Gareth, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in. We really appreciate you coming in. And thank you so much. We wish you all the success. And I don't think you're going to need it, mate. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys. I'm looking forward to doing some more work on the Gold Coast, and especially with you guys. So thanks a lot.
Thanks, Gareth. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Cheers.